Man, I can't believe y'all going at a brother cuz I criticized Ice Cube for his weak-ass immigration comments.
It hurts because, it's all kind of different situations been going around, as far as immigration. But to see people like disrespected like that and, the federal government just, being too heavy-handed and disrespectful, going to churches and weddings and, grabbing people out of those schools. And, it's like, come on, man, y'all just...
Because there's a way to do it, right?
Overdoing it, and then the country flip-flops. First it's cool, then it's not, then it's cool, then it's not. It's like, how could somebody even keep up with what's going on? So...
It's hurt, it's sad, it's crazy. And he's talking about deportations. People being deported. And people saying Tim Black. Cube did a song. He did the death certificate back in 91, bro. Cube he stood on his square, Tim Black. Why you going at Cube? Why you bringing up Cube? Cube did this. He did that back in the day. He did Friday. I ain't say he didn't do those things. Why are you ignoring what he just did there? I cover Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley did a little thing where he was, he put a clip out where he was like, I'm scared, y'all.
I'm not trying to scare nobody, but we are in danger. If you haven't been watching the news and checking out everything that's going on, we're in a lot of danger right now. Things about to get really, really ugly. Yep, and I'm scared. Scared.
And I roasted his ass across, up and down the video. I'm scared. What's happening to us? I'm scared. We tore him up. Nobody said, Tim, come on now. Ricky gave us Miss Bernadine Jenkins. Come on, Tim Black. Ricky Smiley gave us Lil Durrell drinking that bilk. Nobody said that at all. So let me get this right. It's okay for me to call out Ricky Smiley for his shenanigans, but don't call out Ice Cube for his shenanigans. It doesn't wipe away his legacy. But it does tarnish it, doesn't it? I mean, y'all gonna hold people accountable, right? We're not gonna just pretend he didn't just open up with 3, I'm afraid, I'm scared, it's crazy, it hurts. I mean, what's more punkish than that? We go from the Predator? Forget that, we go from contract with Black America to contract with Latino America. All it took was 5 years, y'all.
What's happening, fam? What I found is that it's systems in place, as we all know. It ain't because, we ain't doing what we supposed to do as Black people, because, of course, we all can do better. There's shit that we need to do to clean up ourselves and our community, but besides that shit, the system is fucked up. It's just designed totally. And not only designed, but there's a dedication to keeping us at the bottom of this country. And I don't know if we can count on any parties to get us about the shit, to be honest. So we are gonna have to do a lot of things different as a Black community. We have to pool our resources. We have to think about ourselves. We love all the other races of the world, but at some point we gotta figure out how do we get ahead, because everybody's on top of us, but us.
All it took was 5 years, y'all. So in 2020, we got a Cube that's standing on his square for Black America, supposedly. It's all about Black Americans getting what they should get, a contract with Black America. And he wants to meet with the president, Joe Biden. He wants to meet with the Republican nominee, Donald Trump. And he wants to have these conversations. And he put together a team and an organization. And he went on platforms discussing what Black America need and Black America deserve. 2025, we got Ice Cube talking about we need to look out for the migrants, the immigrants, the undocumented. He feel hurt, sad, and it's crazy that they getting deported. This is the same Ice Cube that's been living in California, from my understanding, his entire life, where there's a large Latino population, where it's been a focus of a lot of migration or deportation situations, LA ICE raids. I get it. I get it, man. I'm not an unfeeling, person. I get it. But this is also a man who wrote multiple songs, multiple albums talking about Black Americans being hassled. Black Americans going through the exact same thing he's talking about. And it wasn't because we were in a country where we were not documented or illegal. We were in a country, not only were we documented and legal, we helped build this fucker. We built it, never got compensated for it, and here we are, still suffering all the things he's complaining about. Still going on, man. So what are we doing? Are we going to stand up? Are we going to be led along by our noses by celebrity gossip? I mean, the short and quick of it is, that was a hell of a heel change in 5 years. Contract with Black America to sympathy letter and a Hallmark card for undocumented immigrants. And stop kidding me with, well, he got a lot of Latinos. He got a lot of Latinos that listen to his music. I'm the wrong one to come at with that bullshit. Don't do that. I used to have a lot of white people that watched my show. And believe me, I took more of a pay cut than Cube. Yeah, when I start focusing primarily, almost exclusively on Black issues, I saw 60% of my audience evaporate. But I'm about legacy. That was my intention, to focus. And I knew the byproduct of my focus would change the market cap for me, would change the financial viability of my IP, AKA intellectual property, with the masses. I already knew that. I may not be Ice Cube's mogul level businessman, but I'm a businessman enough to know if I start specifically focusing on Black Americans, there are going to be other people that have a lot less interest in what the hell I'm talking about. Samir tell me I'm supposed to take the hit, but not him. He worth, last time I checked, upwards of $200 million. I'm not worth $1 million at all, not even close to it. I can't even smell $1 million from where I'm sitting. But I'm not supposed to be worried about it. And you're gonna get in my comment section and ridicule me and judge me, but this guy gets to skate because he did an album 35 years ago? Is that what we on, Johnson? To quote Ice Cube, yay, yay. I guess we are. It's not to say he never did anything good in the community. But this ain't about it. We don't have to go through your resume about everything you did. We talking about what you doing now. And all I'm going to say, folks, I'm going to pose this to you. Was he bullshitting before? Is he bullshitting now? Tell me which one it is. And that's the problem when you lack consistency. We cannot move forward if we are not prepared to hold people accountable. Contract with Black America, position Ice Cube is a leader. And don't tell me there wasn't something advantageous to be gained out of that. I tried to bring Ice Cube on the show instead. He went on Rollins' show where he was ambushed.
About reaching out to people. Did you connect with the Congressional Black Caucus at all? Because they reached out after they saw what happened. And so just your response to that was, especially with the CBC saying, no, it's actually in our bills that have been passed. But they were passed by the House, but ignored by the Senate.
My thing is keep up the good work. Keep going at it. We got to get it passed.
Serves him right. But I did get Dr. Derek Hamilton, who wrote the foreword for a contract with Black America.
What I was trying to say is that I'm giving praise to Ice Cube and his colleagues for writing the contract with America. I wrote the preface, and I certainly endorsed the document, but I wasn't tooting my own horn when I was giving the shout out. So here's the point, and here's the point of their contract with Black America, that we can devalue Black lives and interactions with law enforcement. It's not elite.
So don't get it twisted. I like the contract of Black America. I like that version of Ice Cube. Yeah, I like the contract of Black America, the version where Ice Cube is riding for Black America, where he's saying Black America needs this and Black America needs that. I like that Ice Cube.
Be skeptical of anybody telling you to vote and not telling you to ask for anything, or to tell you to just vote and not to get anything for your vote. That's not how it works. That's not the process. You don't vote just to vote. You vote because you're getting something, or your community is getting something. So everybody that's telling you that, man, look at them and say, what are you getting? Because people that just want you to vote and not ask for nothing, people that's in power that want you to vote but don't want you to get anything, or not asking for you to get anything economically, they suspect.
I don't much care for this one. You know, the one that's trying to tell us, it hurts, it's sad, it's crazy. I don't expect Ice Cube to save us. No, I don't. It's not up to one person to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm not holding anyone to crazy expectations. But when people are coming at me, questioning my fairness, well, then I have to respond with facts and data, because I got to maintain a level of credibility in the space. So when I say that Ice Cube was dead ass wrong for jumping out the gym with, I'm sad, it hurts, that people are being deported who are undocumented, but not likewise saying, I'm also sad it hurt that Black women died 3 times the rate of white women just giving childbirth. I'm also sad, and I'm hurt, that Black kids are being suspended and expelled from schools for the same infractions as white kids. I'm sad, I'm hurt, that a Black offender is 3 times more likely to face the death penalty than a white one. Because the juries always see redemption in people they recognize. And I'm sad, I'm hurt, and we can go on. That only 2% of venture capitalist money makes its way to Black America. 2. You can be sad and hurt about that too, Cube. But now you're sad and you hurt. You sad and hurt, you got some tickets to sell in some states, in some areas, in some cities that are with a high Latino population. Cube, I ain't doing that, but what I got to do for my people. Ice Cube and son of Ice Cube, O'Shea Jackson, is still O'Shea Jackson. But maybe you need to fund somebody that's uncompromising in what they're doing for Black Americans. Maybe you need to do that. Or, hire me to help you structure these comments. Because when you are talking and you're looking for the words to say, and you're picking the wrong words to say, which makes it seem like you don't know what you're saying about a situation, almost as if he was unprepared for that. And all I'm saying is, there's a level of expectation people have for Ice Cube, who did all those things, who made those amazing songs that inspired, motivated, and gave pride to Black Americans, and called out, most importantly, called out ambiguities and disparities and maltreatment of Black Americans in our country, in our history, in your city. Then, dog, people want answers. It'd be a great honor to have you come on the show and talk about it. You already know my grievances. I'm not going to bring you on and then try to do a Roland Martin on your ass. You already know what my concerns are. They put them out ahead of time.
The Tim Black Show streams Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wolfpack.